Good morning, students. Students, I Anil Kumar Swai welcome you back to the Gyan Jyoti online classes. Students, on today's morning, we'll start the next section, that is the question and answer section. Students, we have already completed the course up to October. The syllabus has been decided that up to October we will complete the course. Then we will begin the question and answer. And the first section is history. Okay, students, and the name of the first chapter is when, where, and how. Okay, students, let's come to page number H9. And in the exercise section, the first one is A, and the question is, below are writings on the wall of a cave. Okay, students, in ancient times, writings were done on the caves, iron, copper plates. Okay, students, match them with their descriptions and write them in the space provided. Okay, students, there are 5 words. Okay, students, first one is monument, then manuscript, archaeology, inscription, history. Okay, students, so here are some sentences written here. Okay, students, now we will have to complete the sentences. Okay, students, let us read the first one. Buildings belonging to the past. As I have told you, what are the different buildings? It may be a temple, it may be a tomb, it may be a mosque. So what are they called? In the option we'll see, and the monument is the right answer. Students, building belonging to the past is monument. Okay, students, this was the first answer. Then students, the next one is writings found engraved on a stone or a rock. As I have told you that as there was no paper, the medium of writing or the platform was the stone. It may be a rock, it may be walls, it may be iron or copper plates. Okay, students, and the answer is here inscriptions. The second one is okay, students. Then the third one, ancient books written by hand. Okay, students, the next answer is manuscript. So these are one of the evidences by which we know about our history. Students, the third one is manuscript. And students, the fourth one, study of the objects or artifacts from the early times. Okay, students. And the last one, students, there is a comparison. If we compare both of these, study of the past. You will think that both are same, but as I have told you that the study of the past is history, but study of the objects and artifacts, means different objects found inside the ground, which is when excavated, we get those articles. So that is called archaeology. The number 4, the answer number 4 is archaeology, and answer number 5 is history. So there is a difference. But archaeology is studied, means we can call it as a branch of history. Okay, students, thus the first section, that is the filling the blank section, students, is completed. We will move to the answer the following questions. Okay, students, next we will move to the next section, that is section B, answer the following questions. Okay, we have already completed the filling the blanks. Now we will study about the questions and answers. So students, the first question is, why do we study history? What is the importance of it? This is a very interesting question, students, in a syllabus. In the social studies, history is a subject. So a question may arise in your mind, that is, why do you study history? Why do you study geography? Why do you study civics? Okay, students, there is a reason behind everything. So what is the importance of it? We will study here, students. Look at the board. We study history to know about the past. Yes, it is clear. History is also known as the study of the past. Then students, studying history, we know of great people from the past. We can get inspired by their successes or learn from their mistakes. What they have done the mistakes, what are their achievements, what are their successes, we will read in the history subject. Then students, we also get to know about the cultural developments like language, customs, traditions, culture, etc., etc. So by studying history, we can know about our past, their ancestors, culture, tradition. Okay, students. Then history helps us to connect the present with the past. Okay, students. history is a subject which acts as a connection between the past and the present. One more thing, students, we can also write that we also get to study the experiences of different regions of the people by studying history, and they differ. We know that students, it may differ, so we also study about their past. Students, now we'll move to the second question. Students, what is that? Why do we depend only on artifacts to provide us information about some part of the past? Students, that the question maker wants to know us from that, why artifacts, why objects are the only source of information. So we will write the answer as artifacts such as the tools, different types of tools, students, then pottery, statues, ornaments, seals, paintings and toys help historians both in cases where there are no written records as well as when there are. Okay, students, it is also true that in history, in almost all the cases, okay, students, there are no written records always. So in that case, artifacts or the different type of objects are a major source of information to know about our past. Okay, students, then students, we'll move to the next question, that is, what are the sources of history? What is a primary historical source? Okay, students, what can it be? Students, there are two types of sources to study history. What are they, students? The first one is archaeological and the second one is literary, as we have studied in the chapter archaeological and literary source. The first one is, students. Then the next question is here, the second part. What is a primary historical source? Okay, students, archaeological sources include artifacts, coins, monuments and inscriptions. This can be a primary historical source. Then literary sources are of two types. Students, they are either religious, literary means, students, related to reading and writing. So the religious or either secular literary works. So these both sources of history are the two different types of sources to study history. Okay, students. Now, students, the last question is, why is the past divided into periods, regions and topics? Students, as we all know that the past is divided into different periods, and why it is so? Why this was done? What was the actual motive behind it? Students, the story of the period before writing was invented is known as prehistory. So before writing it was prehistory. Then, students, the knowledge we get from this period comes from archaeology. Okay, students, archaeology, as I told you, it's the study of the remainings, objects, artifacts found inside the excavated from the ground. Many of these material remains are found buried under the earth. That is true, students. It is sometimes it is found under the earth, sometimes above the earth. Okay, students. Then these are objects like bones, tools, coins, remains of buildings. The period after the invention of writing is known as history. Okay, students. Then the next period is, students, the period after the invention of writing. From this period, students, we have plenty of written resources like writings on walls, rocks, pillars, palm leaves, bark of birch tree, students, paper, slate. Okay, students. Then, sorry, not slate, skin of goats and sheep, different animals, so and so, students. So, students, this was the exercises, question and answer, fill in the blanks of chapter number 1, when, where and how. We'll on the next day we'll move to the second chapter, that is, students, early humans. Okay, students, thank you for now. Goodbye. Students, I forgot to say one thing, that students, it is very well known to you that, students, the PDF files of question and answers are being sent to the WhatsApp group. Students, you first watch the video very well to try to understand and write the question and answers in the right manner, not in a zigzag way. Okay, students, please write it clearly, neatly, and try to see the videos, try to copy the notes in a proper manner. Okay students, thank you.